Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another live commentary. This one is of a comedy from the 90s by that nut Charlie Sheen, yes, and it's a movie I've been trying to do for a while. It's Hot Shots Part Deux with that cute chicken, that the puppet that he has. It's a ripoff of Rambo Part 2. I haven't seen this movie in years. I don't have the first one, but I've seen it. This is about 80 minutes long, 88 minutes. So let's get to it. Let's have some laughs, shall we? Jim Abrams. Yeah, not J.J. Abrams. Hot Shots Part Deux. Part 2. In French, deux is two, I guess. This is why parody movies are dead now, because people are overly sensitive to every joke now. October 15th, the President of the United States ordered a covert mission in the Persian Gulf for the purpose of rescuing soldiers taken hostage during Desert Storm. Our highest government officials were made aware of the operation, as it includes an attempt at the operation. It includes to kill a guy. And great commentary movie, by the way, on November 20th. And nice one you did on Free Birds. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Electric Dino. So Valeria Galino, she was in the first movie. I can do a commentary on any movie I want. I don't have restrictions because I am mentally sound. Yeah. That's something a lot of people misinterpret. They think when I act like this, it's because I have a mental condition. No. And there's Saddam Hussein. It's an actor portraying him. This movie's so funny, yeah. I don't care how politically incorrect movies are now. You have to learn how to have a sense of humor, people. Because when Deadpool 3 comes out, it's gonna make fun of everything. Who? Rowan Atkinson. I forgot he was in this. People have to learn how to take a joke. Because nowadays, comedians are getting slapped, attempted murder with stabbing, shot at, and they get attacked on stage. I'm like, you people have to learn how to get a sense of humor. Stop taking life so damn seriously. Hey, John, what's up, Spidey? This movie's hilarious. And yeah, it's got a politically incorrect jokes. So what? At least it has jokes. There's a punchline to it. Unlike nowadays where someone says a joke and they get offended for like eternity. Get over yourself. Ryan Stiles is in this movie? Wow. From Whose Line? People are just overly sensitive now. Richard Crenna, yeah, from the Rambo films. Yeah, rest in peace, man. And Miguel Ferrer as well. People have to get off their high horse and start to take a start. Yeah, when Deadpool 3 comes out and it's making fun of Disney Plus and the freaking pandemic and SAG writer strike, trust me, they're gonna get a lot of comedic mileage out of that movie. More than some of the Marvel movies where they make a joke and people are like, why did you say that? Because the Marvels always had jokes in every single MCU movie. They made fun of Saddam in this movie and in the South Park movie, and yet nobody was, outraged about it. Learn how to have a sense of humor. I do. That's why people love my channel, because I'm not a coward that runs away from everything. I'm not like that. I'm not. I used to be when I was 5. I'm a man now. I'm not going to run away from everything. If what I say is politically incorrect, so what? I'm not trying to win an Oscar here. I'm trying to entertain people in these dark times. And I'm sick of people complaining about everything. Again, next week I'm seeing the Marvels. I don't care how much it makes. I'm seeing it, and No one's gonna stop me. Everybody's entitled to a good laugh every now and then. Jim Abrams knew that. He knew how to make parody films without being, they didn't even have to be rated R. It's PG-13, but it's funny. Nowadays, everything has to be politically correct. Every joke, people take it to heart. I know there's some jokes that are not funny. I get that. But there are jokes that are funny. Deadpool 2 was funny, and that was years ago, and it still makes me laugh. It's a good action scene for a comedy. This is why comedy films bomb now, because people don't get the joke. Because everything has to be a sex joke or an F-bomb or toilet humor. That's not funny, guys. That was funny like 30 years ago. Now you have to be more clever. I'm seeing the Marvels. Nothing is going to stop me. I bought my ticket already. I'm getting my hat, my T-shirt, and I'm gonna buy a nice piece of merch, and I'm gonna laugh in everybody's face. I'm gonna laugh out loud because there's nothing that for the message. Thanks for the message. You definitely cheered me up the big time, and there's no one gonna sound exactly. This is like some Tom and Jerry thing right here. Bucket. And this was making fun of Saddam when he was still alive. Mm-hmm. When South Park made fun of Kathleen Kennedy, I was like, thank you. Thank you, Matt Stone and Trey Parker. You get comedy. You make fun of the wicked people that work in Hollywood that should never get to pass. Oh, yeah, he passed away last year. Rest in peace also. This guy was in Liar Liar. Hey there, the heterosexual man. This movie still holds up. Yeah, it's 30 years old, and it actually has jokes. Also, another rest in peace to Lloyd Bridges. There's a lot of dead people in this movie. People that were respected. They didn't assault people like some of these Marvel and DC actors now. Reagan. That's really stock footage of those presidents. It's not Hanukkah. Yeah, not yet. It was Richard Crenna. I miss him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like when people sneak up on me. The jokes in Quantumania and Guardians 3 was not the problem. Mm. No. It's a cookie jar. People have to learn how to get off their high horse and learn how to be lighter. Stop complaining about every little thing, detail. Yeah, every little thing they complain about. Oh, this girl didn't shave her pits. Oh, this movie's too long. Oh, this is politically incorrect. Yeah. They might have to change everything from Marvel after the Marvels because Jonathan Majors is a freaking criminal. And so is the guy that played Namor. And so is Ezra Miller. And so is freaking Amber Heard. These people are psychopaths. I'm not. Because I'm stable. Yeah. I talk to myself. So what? A lot of people do that now. This is a scene from Rambo 3. I enjoyed Quantumania. Exactly. It's in my top 10 of the year. I don't care what anybody thinks. There he is. Crazy, bonkers Charlie Sheen. At least he can still act. Unlike Ezra Miller, who's a psychopath and got arrested several times because he's absolutely off his rocker. They got criminals as lead stars. Look at Danny Masterson. We didn't know he was a rapist. Now we do. I'm not like that. I get consent before I touch a woman, no matter where it is. This is bringing back a lot of memories. I saw this movie years ago. I think I saw it back in the 2010s or the 2000s. Yeah, because I saw the first one back in the late 2000s. This is when parody actually was alive. Now you do a parody and everybody gets up in arms about it. I'm like, get over yourselves, please. Get over yourselves. People have to learn how to get a sense of humor and say, "Oh, you can't say a joke about women now because they're gonna cancel you." Yeah, and yet here I am. No one is going to cancel me. I'm not a criminal. Criminals get canceled. Sickos get canceled. People like me that have ADHD don't, because we can function in society. We don't care what other people think. Ha! That's a message for somebody out there. Oh, that guy's in Dragon Fest. Yeah, he's a good actor, and he's always welcome. Look, there's Asians, and the movie didn't blow up. Oh no! Mm, mm, man. Subways, yep, that's a good joke because that's a very relevant today. I never ate a Subways though. He's got gummy bears on his face. Yeah, it's a scene from Rambo 3. You know, a movie that was hated by critics. I don't get why. It's entertaining. That's all that matters to me. Entertainment value. Not deep plots that are 3 hours, not movies that are preachy, not movies that are trying to be inclusive. No. Entertainment is why movies are made. You know, let actors act, let writers write, let the directors do their freaking jobs instead of letting the studio make the movie for them. The studio shouldn't be involved because when they get involved, then movies become a joke. Then you get Morbius, where nobody wanted that. Nobody wanted that. That movie wasn't funny. I was cringing. Venom, we didn't want that. Venom 2, we didn't want that. We definitely don't want Craven. That's why I got pushed. It's not because of the SAG strike. It's because it's bad. Every Sony villain movie has been a joke. Spider-Man is the only thing they got that's making money because it's relevant. Excuse me. Batman Forever's critics hated it, and I don't get why. It's fun. I love Asian media. I will marry an Asian girl and show it on Facebook because that's how manly I am. I don't care what other people think about my certain taste and my ticks and kinks and all that. Why should I care? Why should I be offended by them? I don't take things personally like you. Charlie Sheen hasn't said a word in this movie, and he's a better actor than Ezra Miller. Him going in the Flash, it was too much. It was too much. That other version of Barry with the emo hair, it was too much. It was Ezra Miller off his meds again. When this movie came out, I was 8 years old. My channel's politically incorrect. Sorry. I've been that way for 10 years, even when I was doing videos in the basement with a bad camera. I speak it like it is, whether people want to hear it or not. Mm-hmm. I will do a podcast on any actor I want. You're not going to cancel me. If I do The Flash next year, well, who's going to cancel me, huh? Who? Nobody. I have freedom in this country. Maybe you don't in other countries, but I have freedom in this country. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Let me see who that actress is. That's Brenda Bake. I haven't seen her in anything in years because Valeria Galino. I see her. She's 60 now. She was in Under Siege 2. She wasn't the main girl in that. She was one of the. I think she was on the train. She's from Oregon. LA Confidential. Her most recent movie was Unbelievable. Was that a Netflix movie? Yeah, people got to just get a sense of humor. You don't get the joke, then see something else. You know, I'm not catering to people that have disabilities. That's not what my channel is for. I don't have a disability. It's a condition. It's not a disability. I can still function and I can still work outside of my home and I can go outside because outside you're not going to explode if you breathe air. The air's not toxic anymore. Jeez. He's right. Yeah. If you want to do a freaking Red Riding Hood 2058 that's R rated that Karen Gillan has her ass out, let her do it. There's nothing wrong with that. Stop acting like women can't be sexy anymore because you're wrong. Yeah. You're wrong because you had Jennifer Lawrence in No Hard Feelings. Trust me, after you see that, you'll understand why women can't get canceled for that. It's not a crime to show you're showing yourself. If nudity was a crime in a movie, then the movies would have gotten banned. The Florian see. Jennifer Lawrence is a very beautiful actress. That's why for my Black Friday haul, I'm shutting the chat off. I don't need any discussion. I had to because I need a break. Yep, there's a Lady in the Trap reference. Yeah. Look, it's the Mario Brothers. Again, it's a freaking joke, people. Them doing the Italian accent again, it's a joke. Stop getting offended by every little thing. Oh, Peach is a girl boss because she can defend herself. Really? Yet we have these boring, overly powered women in the not in Marvel, but in the Disney shows, and yet that's okay. No, it's not. It's not okay. It's amazing how they can do a joke without having to say anything. Nowadays, everything has to be explained. When you explain the joke, there is no joke. If you have to explain a joke, there is no joke. It's okay to be concerned and have anxiety, but for every little thing, no. It's old. I got old back in 2016. And that year we had better movies than this year. I'm dead serious. Nobody was complaining that Civil War is too long. Nowadays, every movie has to be 3 hours. We're 20 minutes in, 21 minutes. I'm gonna keep these seeds. I don't want to throw them away. Because I can plant these in the ground and make another plant. Yeah. Learn how to get a sense of humor, people. The people out there that take every little thing. Yeah, he sucks her nose. Yeah, I would do that to Kaylin Deaver. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel. She turns me on with that beautiful nose of hers and that face and those freckles. Yep. You know, a stereotype is not going to ruin this world. I could throw these in the ground. So I could save those seeds. Yeah. Yeah. Take that, you freaking Al Qaeda, you. Yeah, this movie makes fun of the Middle East. Nowadays, every news bulletin is about what Hamas did. They're gonna fail. Every terrorist group fails. Trust me. If this was made this year, then there would have been references that felt completely forced. Yeah, they would be making fun of Hamas. They would be making fun of that guy that killed people in Maine. That's not funny. There's a difference between parody, satire, and being and mean spirited. There's a big difference. Kids, if they see this movie, they're not going to know the references because they're references from the 80s and the early 90s. You know, my era. This is a insert. So you saw there's a Middle Eastern lady. And by the way, I don't date women that I can't see their faces. That is not for me. I want to see their beautiful hair and their faces. That's why we're lucky Kamala Khan. We see that beautiful face of hers, of Iman. Because if she never showed her face, it'd be a problem. Yeah, I want to look at what I'm going to kiss. When I saw Catherine Newton, that was the first thing I saw. Her face. She's gorgeous. Nice insert. Yeah, that I keep my physical media because I know this is on streaming, so you guys have no reason not to see it. But I'd rather keep it because the DVD, I can take it with me on. There's bonus features, but it's just a couple of featurettes, no commentary. Yeah, that Japanese guy was in Family Matters. He was in he was in the Godzilla remake. Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff. I think he was also in Aladdin and the King of Thieves. I don't need this because, like I said, I can do a podcast on any movie I want. I'm not going to stop. Unless I have no electricity, then I'll stop. Exactly. Next year, I'm going to vote for the next president because I don't want Biden to be president for 4 more years. He's almost going to be 80, and I can have the freedom to choose for somebody else. Oh yeah, this is when he barfs. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened to George Bush. He barfed it in a shrimp. Oh god. This one's in your watch list. Watch it. Oh, that's gross. His false teeth. Yeah, they showed this clip when they showed 365 days, which I don't condone movies like that. I don't condone films that abuse women or men getting abused. I don't need that. That's not sexy. That's toxic. Talking about women's parts is not toxic, guys. Not the way I do it. At least I'm not Jonathan Majors. He has my name, but he does not have my spirit. Mm. And look, a beautiful blonde that's not a criminal like Amber Heard. Hey-oh! Mm-hmm. And Charlie Sheen is not nuts in this movie. He didn't get nuts until the 2000s when he was by winning. Once he did two and a half men, yeah, he was he was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He was always nuts, but it was that time that he was just when he left that show, he broke down because he got divorced. Divorce hurts you. My friend Michael got divorced, but he's doing okay now. It's called recovering. I miss you, Lloyd Bridges. I really do, man. I remember him in Honey, I Blew Up the Kid from when I was a kid. Yeah, it's time for America to get a president that's younger, somebody that's going to take this country seriously and not make these long, droning speeches. Also, congratulations to the Texas Rangers, the new World Series champions. Congrats, Texas. Where's my water? Yeah, they deserve it because they never won a championship, and this was their year. It certainly wasn't my year because look at all the pain I had to go through just to put a podcast out since the month of January when I was doing podcasts in the basement. Hello, beautiful hair. Yeah, I love Captain Noon. I got to see her in person, not through a camera lens. Oh yeah, that's a parody of Basic Instinct, the first one. Even though there's no nudity in this movie because it's PG-13. Mm-hmm. Here it comes. I'm so excited. Tonight looks like we're gonna make it happen. And that's a black group. See? It's not a big deal, guys. It's just a skin color. I have color. In this town and show me some affection. Yeah, grab that leg. Screw the incels. They don't get none. That's why they're all upset. I want to love you, thrill you, wrap myself around you. I want to squeeze you, please you. Oh, I just can't get enough. And if you move real slow, I'll let it go. I'm so excited. Yep, next week. I just can't hide it. I don't want to lose control, but I think I like it. Oh, yeah, I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I want you. Yeah, I want Brie, I want Iman, and I want Tiana. I'm sorry. That's what a heterosexual man thinks about all the time. Wink, wink. That's a long, long time. We'll have a good time, baby. Don't you worry. Pointer Sisters, man, for the win. Let's get excited. We just can't hide it. I don't want to lose control, but I think I like it. I'm so excited. I just can't. I know, I know, I know. See, nobody can stop me, Josh. Nobody can stop me. That door stays closed. Nobody can stop me. I'm free. I don't have chains anymore. Oh, yeah. Nubby. Yep. This movie gives the finger to politically correctness. And also, Kathleen Kennedy, this is what you call a woman. It's a form. It's not something you can cover up. Yep. Hell yeah. Give it to him. No, I know, I know, I know. I want you. Men and women are made for each other. It's the laws of nature. Yeah. And anybody who says otherwise is wrong. Yeah. There's a reason that they're completely different. Opposites attract. Stop trying to not make that a thing anymore. You freaking groups, you effeminates out there. Yeah. This is why they don't like my channel, because they know that, there's not just your kind of people. Yeah, I know that, and I'm sick of it. This I don't like doing. I don't like being tied up. Again, I'm free, like the genie at the end of Aladdin. I'm excited. New to me. You got me burning up. Oh, yeah. Did you get to me? Yep. Cowgirl. You're not going to see this in the Barbie movie. Hey-oh. See, I got a million jokes, and I'm going to say a bunch of them. It was a hot scene, but I wanted to sing over it so you guys don't, you don't get too excited. That's a fun scene. Yeah, of course I didn't see that with my parents because they think sex is sacred. Yeah, it's not when gay marriage became a thing. Yeah, it's not anymore because you have kids getting pregnant and gay marriage, which should be banned. You get married to a man and you're a man in another country, you get executed. Here in the U.S., you're lucky if you get weird looks. That's the best scene in the movie. One of the best scenes. Yeah, Spidey. If this was in the Barbie movie, I would have went to go see it. But you're not going to see Margot Robbie's body. You want to see it? Go see Wolf of Wall Street. There they show like everything, a lot of Margot, even though I'm not a fan. I am a fan of DiCaprio, though. This woman, this Jim Abrams is a heterosexual man. I can tell. He puts the female form right in your face. He doesn't hide it behind a bunch of baggy clothes like Ahsoka. I didn't need to see Ahsoka naked, but I wanted something. You can't make these overly aggressive women boring. Women are not boring, guys. Trust me. I met some at Comic-Con, and they're the most alluring things in the world. They are worth the money that I spend on them. Yeah. Yeah. Charlie Sheen is awesome in this movie. I wish he could do movies like this again. I know he's nuts now and he got AIDS, but hey, you can't quit, man. His brother Emilio Estevez still acts. Excuse me. Blenheim. And this movie isn't racist either. Everybody gets it. There was literally a black guy in a limo with 3D glasses looking at them, go at it. Again, you do that now, they're like, oh, he's an incel. No, he's just a driver that likes to see two people getting it on. Again, I get it. Now Charlie Sheen, he cut his hair. Yeah, this is what he looks like now. A 29-cent stamp. Hey, you thought I was going with you. Yeah, like nowadays, everything has to be green and contactless, even though I touch things. Look, I'm touching my screen right now. Touch is a part of life. Just keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch other people without consent. It's a crime. Trust me. I know. That's why I didn't get to put my arm around Catherine, because everything's so, you can't touch her. I'm like, oh, trust me. If I see her at a convention again, or at a Q&A, or, like a film festival, I'm going to go for it. Because why not? Life is too short, man. There's a leg again. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful legs. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. We miss you, Miguel. We miss you. Yeah, he was a good actor. I miss him a lot. I miss him and Richard Crenna and Lloyd Bridges. Good actors. No one's going to miss Kathleen Kennedy when she's gone. She ruined Star Wars and Indiana Jones. We don't need her anymore. We're better off without her in the next decade. She's the freaking virus of cinema, producing garbage and calling it, women, you can't pleasure yourself to a Star Wars woman because it's wrong. Yeah, I have the originals and the prequels that says otherwise, and the parody Spaceballs. So suck on that. It's Jive. Oh, there's Ryan Stiles. Yeah, so funny on Whose Line Is It Anyway, man. Him and Colin and Drew Carey and Wayne Brady. They're hilarious, man. See, they do comedy. Comedy, you have to poke fun at something. Iraq, I know. A Hard Place, I get it. I get it. See that this movie is very relevant today. I'm good. How are you? Yeah. And I like your loser name, heterosexual guy. Every guy should have a name like that. If that's being honest, you don't have to hide who you are. I have the original trilogy on Blu-ray. Yeah, the original Blu-rays, not the 4K that came out that has the McClunky crap. No, that's the Disney made versions I don't want. At least the box set I have has bonus discs and special features that are not on Disney Plus. So, yeah. And people complain about that, and I'm like, yeah, it's a good box set. Yeah, it should have had the original versions, but I have the original versions on VHS. You're a beautiful, beautiful woman. I was stunned when I saw Catherine Newton and I was standing in front of her. I couldn't move. She is drop dead gorgeous, man. Oh, that looks like it was painful. Yeah, we're done with the first act of the movie. We're in the second act now. I sing on camera, and this is not a musical. You saw? Product placement. And no, it's not blackface. He's putting camouflage. Get it? Get it? Yeah. Again, that's a joke today that would not be made because it'd be like, oh, they're doing blackface. He's just putting camouflage on his face. That's it. Hmm. We all got to deal with things. That's life. But, when I want to laugh, I want to laugh. I haven't done a comedy in a while. I haven't seen Invincible, so no spoilers on that first episode of season 2. I just started it last night. because I love that show, and I wanna watch it with no spoilers. With that and The Boys, and even Gen 5, whatever it's called. Yeah, they have the shows have nudity. I get it. Well, not Invincible. It's a cartoon, but yeah, good stunt, by the way. Good stunt work. And there's not a bit of CGI in this movie. See, CGI doesn't tell a story. The writing does. The writing is what brings the story to life. The dialogue and the plot and the actors reading the dialogue. Snake. Damn. No, don't worry. No animals were harmed in this. That was a puppet. No animals were harmed in this movie. Some people have to learn how to, smile. Yep. That's right. Get that jihad. Mm-hmm. There's someone's backyard. I'll eventually do the first Hot Shots, but I don't have that one. Trust me, I've been there. Narration. That's his father, Martin Sheen. It's a cameo. That's Yep, that's a nice joke. Again, father and son, wink, wink. I've acted with my father, so I know when I was a kid. Dot, dot, dot. She's sexy. It's like if Rhoda Mitchell actually was attractive to me. Ooh, that joke would not work today. Yeah, they use these code words like the meatballs are in the sauce, like in that iCarly episode. I post I posted those pictures of Heather because I have no shame. Yeah, it's from the mind. That's a joke they stole in the food fight movie from a few years after this. It's a sequel I had to come with. They're breaking the fourth wall. You're joking. Everybody gets a roast every now and then. That Chuck E. Cheese one was hilarious. I saw it on Twitch a few days ago. I was absolutely floored by how funny it was. When you hear Zoom gas, you're gonna crack up because the guy sings like he's having an orgasm. He's like, "Yes, yes, yes." I was like, that was funny. That's hilarious when somebody can't sing in a kids movie and they sound louder just to make it funnier. He says she has a mustache. Okay, I'm on Jenny Craig. Yeah, again, kids aren't going to get that reference now. Oh, that's gross. That was gross, yeah, even though I know it's not a real worm. Worms are not bugs, they're annelids because they don't have bones and they don't have legs either or eyes. Missed. She went into the ladies' room. Cross dressers kill them all. No, it's not a cross dresser. She just has a little mustachey. That's all. He jumped overboard. Beautiful hair. It's not a man. It's a woman. It's a good joke. And that's real water. None of the CGI trickery like in Avatar Way of Water where it's a bunch of CG. That's the thing. That's not telling a story. That's the effects are telling the story, and that should never be the case. Oh, look how pretty this looks. It doesn't matter. I'd rather have a movie that looks good, has real people in it, and it's real. It feels like it's there, like it's not a trickery. Yeah, this is a parody, but they're actually doing it on camera. It's none of this computer garbage that we have now, where everything has to look like a cutscene from a video game or a demo reel for like a PS5 or for a 4K TV. CG is not cinema. Writing is cinema. Gotcha. Yep, blow up. It's the same shot, but I'll take it. No blood because it's a PG-13. Yep, suck on this, buddy. Yep. Goodbye, Mohammed. Wow. An octopus. Larry, an octopus has got me. That's a cute octopus. See, and the scene isn't 20 minutes long like in Dial of Destiny. That movie is way too long. It's like an hour longer than this movie for no reason. You don't need a British chick that's not funny or interesting or entertaining. That's what I'm sick of. I don't have that in the Marvels. You got a British villain who I'm not going to care about in an hour and 45 minutes. Because in Loki, she doesn't work either. Sylvie is a boring character. Not sexy. She's just overly constipated. Mm-hmm. This movie came out the same year as Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, and it's a good movie. It's a good parody. It's shorter than the Mario Brothers movie from 30 years ago. Yeah, we have to act now. Ryan Stiles is funny, man. I forgot that he did a movie years before he was on the Drew Carey show and on Whose Line Is It Anyway? That was funny. That was a dummy. And they cut away. Yeah, they did a cutaway, and it's Charlie Sheen. This movie's funny, man. I miss movies like this that were not preachy. They weren't politically correct. It's funny. It's got a punchline. That's right. Rip that shirt. Don't conform to the Hollywood system where they're like, women can't be sexy. Wrong. No hard feelings. Every Netflix movie that's R-rated that shows a woman again. Oh, that rat! Get it off! Get it off! That rat was not funny. That was a real rat. I got stung by a bee yesterday. It looks okay, right? I'm never gonna take the bottles again outside in certain areas. A bee sting. It feels like a gunshot, man. That's right, belly button. That's right. Take that off. They want her to keep ripping her clothes off again, guys. PG-13, but we get something nowadays. PG-13 feels like a PG just with a couple of curse words and some blood, and that's it. Whoopee. I'm not saying Cassie had to like show her breasts or anything because it's a Marvel movie, but show me something. Just something. It's not gonna hurt. I saw what Captain Newton looks like in real life, and she's beautiful, like unbelievable. I couldn't stop. I was still thinking about her on the way home from Comic Con because I'm like, that's what a beautiful younger girl does for me. no matter what the size they are, height or weight or anything. I love the female body. It is a work of art. She has frizzy hair. We're almost done with the movie. We're almost an hour in. Yeah, there's a lot of talking here, but it's WrestleMania. That's soon. That's next year. Nowadays, this will be some cheap Netflix movie with a bunch of bad CG, and they would throw in a stupid sex joke for no reason, just so that they could get a cheap laugh. No, or they would have a Taika Waititi, slapstick, and I'm like, I don't need that. This movie does it with better than Taika Waititi because he's just weird. He's a weird man. It's a weird director. That's why he's not doing. If they do a Thor 5, he's not coming back. Of course not, because Love and Thunder, everything was a joke for him. Every single scene, every dark moment, they had to like not just lighten the mood, but cram it with dial it up to 11. And I don't hate that movie, but it has a lot too many jokes. The Marvels doesn't need to be a yuck 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 fest every 2 minutes. You can have moments of clarity. You can have moments that are dark and serious. Guardians 3 wasn't just a bunch of jokes. What happened to Rocket in his past was not funny. It was very dark, but it made me feel something. I I watch movies and TV shows for entertainment. That's what my channel's all about. Some Looney Tunes thing right there. You're not going to show him blowing a guy's head off. That would be too violent. Valeria was in she was in the first Hot Shots, and she was also in Pee Wee's Big Top Pee Wee. Natalie Portman is beautiful in Thor. Yeah, she is. That golden hair, when I saw her there, they're like, oh great, they made Thor a woman. How dare they? Again, it's in the comics. Go read the comics. You want to complain? Go to the source material. I don't have a problem with a female Thor. The Thor I didn't like. Well, the Loki that was female, I didn't care for. Sylvie, don't care for her because she's boring. There's also the Enchantress, who they never put in any of the Thor movies. Yeah, and she's a main villain in Thor. I would have preferred having a beautiful woman be a villain in a Thor movie than having another man be wasted like Christian Bale. Good performance, but we needed more of him. Eat your potassium! Eat your potassium! Yeah, potassium's good, man. It lowers your blood pressure and it's good for you. Yep, poke in the eyes. A lot of good gags in this movie. That wasn't Ryan Stiles. That was a sound effect. Missed. Where's the chicken? Yeah. Nope, he has no more arrows like Hawkeye. There's a chicken. Yeah, this is the front of the movie, guys. Chicken! Don't worry, no animals were harmed. That rooster is okay. Choke the chicken! Chicken, chicken, chicken! That's so cute. Look, watch it slow-mo. They put that right in your face. Like, it looks so cheap, but it looks so cute. Yeah. He got the chicken right in the gut. That was funny. Oh, the Viewmaster. I used to have that. Just fun to watch. Yeah, that chicken is it's like "Woo!" It's funny. Yeah, I love that shot. You saw a 50 caliber machine gun. Yeah, they used that in Rambo 4. It was I think it was in Rambo 3, but barely, but it was mostly in Rambo 4 at the end. That finale where he's blowing those Burmese men to bits, it is unbelievable, man. It's one of the most violent scenes in an action movie I've seen in decades. Mm-hmm. Because Rambo 4, that's how you do a Rambo movie. Because 5, I didn't even bother because I heard it was really racist. But hey, I'm not Mexican, so I don't care. I'll see it once. I'm just not going to own it because Richard Crenna, yeah. This is a box office hit because, again, back then, comedy was one of the big genres that was respected. Now they think it's a joke now because every movie has to have Kevin Hart or Will Ferrell or something. And I started liking women in films ever since I was 12. Well, I was a kid when I was younger than that. The first movie I saw that had a woman is the first Jumanji in 1995. Me, I was the first theater experience I had was in 91. I saw Hook when I was 6. And there were plenty of women in that movie. You had Julia Roberts, she looks like my mom. Pointy. Just like the scene in the Mask, except the Mask was it's actually longer than this movie because there's a dance scene. There's several dance scenes in it. Man, that guard must be a light sleeper because he he didn't hear any of that. I would have heard half of those things. Krenna, you could have just gotten out of the jail the whole time. Ew, a mouse. A mouse. that that little mouse woke him up, not the banging and the music. Halam. Get it? Yep, that's right. Take that. He splattered him on the wall. It is. Because they're not going to show blood. That would be too violent. Nowadays, jokes have to be way too long. Cage dancers. You saw a Disney park, a map. It's a small war after all. Yeah, it's a parody on Disney World or Disneyland. Saddam's spooky castle. That's funny, man. That you see, they're making fun of everybody in this movie, even Disney, because look at the year they had. If it wasn't for the Marvel movies, they would have been dead in the water because a lot of their films just didn't hit the mark. Spineless jellyfish. Yeah, we all make mistakes. Stop acting like actors were perfect. They never were. They're always going to screw up. I mean, you know, even the actors we love did something stupid. I mean, Karen did Stuber, and she's in the movie for 2 minutes. There's nothing to attach yourself there. And even though Betty Gilpin's in the movie, she doesn't do anything. We don't even see her. much. She could have done more in that. Just saying. That's right. Take that. Yeah, we miss you, Miguel, so much. Ugh. Throw it away. Ugh. All that snot on the floor. Ugh. It's good action for a comedy. Yeah, sad. That's an ironic joke because he passed away a few years ago of cancer, but he left us a lot of films and shows that we'll always remember him for. He was the villain in Mulan, the animated version, not the live action version. You saw the Energizer Bunny. They made the Energizer Bunny blue instead of pink. Body count. Again, like a video game. RoboCop. Equal to RoboCop. If there was blood in the movie, but it's not because it's PG-13. Total Recall. Another good movie for that Paul Verhoeven did. Jim Abrams knows comedy. These people nowadays don't. Bloodiest movie ever? No. I've seen bloodier. We're an hour and 7 minutes in. The bullet razor in that necklace. That's sweet. Ugh, gross. Yeah, that fart joke. I get it, but it's not 14 of them. There were parody films that were bad. I mean, anything that Seltzer and Freeberg did, 90% of their movies are god awful because they don't know how to tell a joke once. They have to say the joke before it even happens. No, it's all visual representation. Uh, no, it's not. It's not because a lot of people get killed for real. We're an hour and 10 minutes in. We're almost done. We got about 15 minutes left. Yeah, without the end credits. Yeah. This is the Looney Tunes joke with Saddam. It's hilarious. He didn't even have a lot of dialogue in the beginning. It was just a lot of humming and making noise and screaming. Disaster movie is awful. There's not one joke in that movie. Everything is a reference. There's Saddam. A sword. They have the scene on YouTube. Remember when movies were funny and people didn't take them so damn seriously? Yeah, I miss those days. Because Vampires Suck, I knew what I was getting into, and it's about this long. And it was making fun of a movie franchise that was already a joke, Twilight. This is making fun of a very serious action movie, Rambo Part 2 and Part 3. Remember when cell phones had back then? Ooh. Yeah, I know. No, he didn't kill him. It's a cell phone, an old 90s cell phone. It was a wireless phone. Posted those. Here it comes. Yeah. I love when he says the Sylvester line. It's one of the funniest jokes in the movie that's not a visual gag. There it is. Flufford, succotash. That's how you say it, Roman Reigns. You look at the camera and you go, Flufford, succotash. That's funny, man. That cracks me up. He looks at the camera and is like, Flufford. See? A joke that still works, man, because again, it's a Warner Bros. Actually a 20th Century Fox movie. That's funny, man. Yep, lightsabers, yep. Yep. The franchise is almost dead. This is a great parody. This is a better scene than any scene with the hobos. So suck on that, Kathleen Kennedy. You and your unsexy women. I love this scene. Last time there was a lightsaber scene that was cool in a comedy was Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. That was cool. I love him going, and Kevin Smith's like, yeah, again, he's a Star Wars fan. He probably hated the new movies. Why? Because they're too preachy. Strong women don't have to be boring. Brie Larson looking frowny, it turns me on. It doesn't upset me. Why? Because we know what she really looks like. We know what she really is like when you see pictures of her. Oh, there's Rowan Atkinson. Yeah, it's a cameo. There's that's Mr. Bean, the United States of America, because there's also South and Central America. That's the original Zazu from The Lion King. Because I'm seeing a comedy later outside. I'm going to go see Home Alone. So a taxi cab in the middle of all right, girls, but if you get a little overdone, it's not overdone. This is a PG-13 movie. I go right about the champions. Red Riding Hood 2058, which is my idea, by the way. Alexandra Camp. Yeah, I said she was sexy and on YouTube, and she started drinking Gatorade, I think, or a Snapple bottle. I don't know. They didn't show it. I'm going to be watching Home Alone in December. Yeah, I watch it in November. That's when it came out. The second one I'll watch in December. Water. Atkinson was just a cameo. Like Ramada Inn. I never stood in Ramada Inn. Yeah, again, one F-bomb in the movie. Yeah, this is padding. It's a little bit of padding in the movie. This is the only scene the two girls have in the whole film. There's a reason this made more money than Bottoms, because Bottoms is preachy BS. And again, we already had Booksmart. We don't need two gay characters in a movie run by females. That's not funny. It's not. And the girl played a decent April in Ninja Turtles, but doesn't mean I need to see her in a comedy where she's queer. Yeah, not for me. Sorry, that's not funny. Being gay is not funny. Caitlin does have a sweet nose, the best nose. Hey, look, it's American Gladiators. Yeah, that's a great parody of their original American Gladiators. 1993 is when Hollywood doesn't have to put jokes that last for 5 minutes. No, nowadays they don't know how to end a joke. They know how to start it. They don't know how to end it. Yep, right in the head. That's not a real dog. It's a puppet. Uh, oh, this is when he inflates his face. Watch. It's like Evil Dead. Woo! That didn't kill him. He's frozen like Terminator 2. Yeah, that was one of the biggest movies of the 90s. Except I don't know how CO2 makes you freeze. So some jokes are going to be sensitive nowadays. Yeah, I don't care. Some of the jokes here won't work because nowadays people are just so overly sensitive. And I'm like, yeah, that is cool. And again, they didn't use CG for this, like Terminator 2. I think that was a little bit of CG, but it's not a lot. Like most of the movie's practical. Like 95% of it. He looks like a dog. He merged with the dog's DNA because the dog also froze. But again, no animals were harmed. Go the Godfather. Yeah, a country where we have freedom. And the movie's not downbeat either, where they have like, oh, everybody dies at the end, like Rogue One. You don't need that. You don't need the movie to be downbeat. A Brit and an Italian, yeah. Oprah Winfrey. She's still around. And Oprah was a big name back in the 90s. She still is. Yeah, because some of the jokes that they put in Last of Us, it felt really forced. I wasn't laughing. The show's super dark. Putting a joke in there for just, it felt really forced. Hopefully, they won't do that in season 2 in 2025. Her face is on the tip of my tongue. Yeah. I don't know what that means, but hey. What? Hmm. Unbridled. If Caitlyn said something like this to me, I would hold her forever, man. He's gonna fall. You know what this is going. Probably the most predictable joke. Ah! Yep. Yep, he's dead. Yep, and the Brit dies at the end. Have you seen The Crow? Yeah, but I haven't done a podcast for it yet. A piano. Again, this is a Looney Tunes movie. So funny. Wizard of Oz reference. That was fun. A nice sunset. That was Hot Shots Part Deux. See, a funny comedy that's under 2 hours. So take that, Judd Apatow. I know I've been knocking on people, but again, guys, they make movies too long now, especially comedies. A comedy doesn't need to be 2 hours and 10 minutes. It could be 80 to 95 minutes long. Once you pass an hour and 40, you have to just wrap this up because sometimes they have filler in it. Like look at Bridesmaids, a good movie, but it's too long. Spy, a good comedy, but it's too long. But thanks for watching, guys. This was a lot of fun. And it's a comedy that still holds up 30 years later. So thanks for watching, you guys. Acknowledge me, and I will see you guys in the next podcast. Not tomorrow, because I need a break. Probably Sunday. Gotta set up another review, another live stream. And yeah, this is fun. November's been so much faster than October. So see this if you haven't seen this in a while. See it. It's still funny. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.